Hi everyone, welcome back to Catherine's Plates, where it's always simple, easy, and delicious in my kitchen. Today I have a guest in the kitchen, and this is my son Joseph.
Hello.
We are going to make a Mexican bubble up casserole. It is so easy and so delicious. Now Joseph's in here because he likes to make bubble up casseroles. We've made one before.
Yeah, it was the breakfast casserole bubble up.
Yes, it was, and it was really delicious.
Yes, it was.
I will link that one down below in the description box if you want to watch him make that. Okay, Mexican flavored dish. So easy. Are y'all ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get started.
And as you know, when there's a guest in my kitchen, I put them to work. So here we go. We're going to brown up our ground beef first and cook that down with an onion. So I'm going to have Joseph cook the ground beef on a medium-high heat in a large skillet. What he's going to do is just add about a tablespoon of some oil to our pan here. All right, and go ahead and just add the ground beef to it and start breaking it up. He's going to start breaking up the ground beef. We're going to start browning that. I'm just going to take an onion here, and I'm just going to rough chop it. I cook onion in everything, and from what I can tell, a lot of y'all like to cook onion in a lot of things too. If you don't want onion in this dish, you don't have to put it in there. It'll be good just without, but onion adds a nice flavor. So I'm just going to cut some slices here and then cut those slices into pieces. I'm going to use a whole yellow onion here. So to find my recipes, just go to www.catherinesplates.com, and my recipes are found there. And also I link the video for that recipe also. And there's a search button on there, and you can just search different types of recipes and see what comes up. We start adding the onion. It's nice to have somebody in the kitchen helping you cook. He's trying to learn all of the different techniques in the kitchen.
Yep, all of them.
I think when he moves out, he might want to start his own channel. Uh-oh. Might have some competition. Y'all stay with me. Just kidding. As soon as we get this all browned up and the onions nice and soft, we're going to bring you back. Ground beef is nice and browned up and no longer pink, and the onions are nice and soft. What we're going to do is we're going to drain out any grease that we have excess in our pan here. Okay, so I'm going to start handing off 3 cans to Joseph. One is a 10-ounce size of red enchilada sauce. I've got a 10-ounce size of Rotel tomatoes. Rotel tomatoes is pretty much like diced tomatoes and green chilies, as you can see in there. Now, if you don't want to add the green chilies for that extra added level of heat, you can just put in like 10 ounces of diced tomatoes. And if you don't have Rotel, you can use diced tomatoes, and then you can add like a 4-ounce can of green chilies that are diced. We're going to add 1 can of corn. This is 15 ounces, and I've drained this. Now, just so you know, I'm not sure if we told you, but this was 2 pounds of ground beef, and this will work well for a 9x13 baking dish. If you want to go smaller than that, like an 8x8 or a 9x9, then you can do 1 pound of ground beef. All right, we're going to get this all mixed up, and we're going to turn off our burner. And then we're going to start working on the fun part that Joseph likes to do, and that is the bubble up.
Yep.
All right, Joseph, what do we got going on?
We're about to be cutting up some biscuits.
All right, he's going to open up a package of refrigerated biscuits that come in a can. Yep. There's about 15 or 16 ounces here. If you get the small pack, you know, like it's got the 10 in there, or 6 or 5, you want about 15 ounces for this to work in the baking dish that we're going to be using.
Ready for my favorite part?
I'm ready. Okay. Alright, so he's going to start off with one biscuit here, and he's going to cut that into 8 pieces. Okay, he's going to finish cutting these up. I'm going to take my baking dish here that I use for casseroles. It's probably a little less than a 9 by 13, and I'm just going to take some cooking spray and spray the whole inside here. And then what Joseph's going to do is lay the biscuit dough all inside of our baking dish here as he's cutting them up. And then just kind of lay them around. We've got our biscuit dough all in our casserole dish here. What we're going to do now is place half of our meat mixture all over the biscuit pieces here. And you may want to make sure that you get into all those nice grooves and everything. All right. It's like dividing it in half.
You said half.
He's very specific. When you tell him something, he is on it.
Sometimes.
There's no give or take with this one. Right, so you can take a spoon and then just kind of make sure that you get plenty of sauce to go in between the biscuit pieces there. Okay, we're going to put some cheese on top of the first meat layer here. Now I'm just using a Colby Monterey Jack cheese. If you want to use a Fiesta blend, or if you want to use a Mexican blend, or just straight cheddar cheese, you can do that also. I'm going to put 1 cup going across the top here, and then we're going to place the rest of the meat mixture on top. Now I've given the meat mixture a taste to see if I needed to adjust any seasonings. You know, if you want to add more cumin or chili powder, whatever you want to add. This tasted really good.
It smells really good too.
All right, we're going to evenly flatten this down on our pan here, and then we're going to add another 1/2 cup or to 3/4 of a cup of cheese. We are ready to place this in our oven and let the magic happen with this bubble up. It's going to take about 35 to 40 minutes in our oven uncovered. We want that cheese to be nice and golden brown. Watching it go out the back end over here. Just kidding. We want the cheese to be nice and golden brown, and those biscuits to be fully cooked. Just use a toothpick, go into the biscuit, and come out and it should be clean. Okay guys, we'll be back to give that a try for you.
Heck yeah. I'll definitely be back.
Okay, I've just pulled this out of the oven. I did a toothpick test through the biscuit dough, and it came out nice and clean. This took about 35 minutes to complete. Look at that. We're going to let this rest for about 5 minutes to kind of pull itself all together. Joseph's over here chopping up some fresh cilantro that we're going to put on top. You could even chop up some green onions, which I wish we had, but we're going to do some fresh cilantro either way. All right, we're going to be back. Joseph's going to give this a taste test and let you know what he thinks.
Oh yeah.
Those biscuits are so fluffy, and they absorb all of those flavors. It was good. Okay, who's making this Mexican bubble up casserole? We already did. We're happy. This might take us a little bit to get through, a couple of days anyway. All right. Give us a thumbs up on this one. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below with that bell notification. And don't forget to what?
Leave a comment, share with family and friends.
And we will see you on the next episode.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
That's good.